Hi, this is Eric Broom, EDL 856, School Community Relations, Module 14, Case Study, Parental Apathy. So what do I know? I know that Mrs. Rose is in her first year at this school. She's the assistant principal. There's a lack of parent involvement in the school, and the principal doesn't have too much interest in it because in the past there's been some parent apathy, and so now he's just kind of backed off. We know that there's no organizations formed currently, PTA, PTO, and I'm guessing if that's the case, there might also be an issue with having booster clubs. What do I need to know? So I need to know what happened in the past, what was successful and unsuccessful. Mostly what was unsuccessful because now we're having this issue. How do parents feel and what's their opinions? Why is there no involvement? What's going on with their thoughts about the school and all that? And then get input from the rest of the staff and administrative team. So I need to know again what's happened and what they've been doing and what we can do. And same thing, get input from the school board. So really, there's a lot of communication that needs to happen to get the information that I need in this situation. So the problems we're identifying, the lack of parent involvement, the no organizations in place. Why is our communication so poor between the administrative team, as well as between school and parents? And we're identifying, are we going to continue this meeting or not? I am personally definitely going to continue the meeting. Okay, we only have 8 people, but depending on the size of the school, that might be a lot of people. Like my school I'm at, that's a good turnout. It's not bad. Could be better, but if it's a big school, then that might be really bad. But either way, we need to give detailed information to those people that showed up and hopefully get them to maybe relay some of that information out. I'm going to hold meetings, so right away I'm going to do a meeting with the principal, get us on the same page. I'm going to meet with the administrative team. Again, we're going to get together and talk about the issues and collaborate and brainstorm. And then from there, we're going to have an all staff meeting and relay all of that, get feedback from everybody, and again, more ideas. Create a better plan for parent communication. So we're not going to just send information back with kids and assume that's going to get to the parents because a lot of the time it won't. And we're going to continue to hold parent meetings. How we're going to implement that action. So we're going to communicate the benefits of parent involvement during this meeting and future meetings and be very transparent about it, listening to their ideas and getting feedback and making sure that they're involved. We're going to collaborate and brainstorm with the admin team and the staff, like I just mentioned, having lots of meetings, one-on-one conversations. Sometimes one-on-one conversations can help a lot because some people won't want to speak up in that group setting. So that's very important. And we're going to use multiple communication paths, email, text, letters, newsletters. There's lots of different ways to do that. At the end of the meeting and future meetings, I found this personally to be very good to set a date for the next meeting so that way we can spread that word out when that meeting is. So resolving this issue and what's best for the students, we want to model positive relationships. So between staff and families and staff and staff and staff and students, we want to model that for our students. We want to provide more opportunities and events for student learning. And we want to see we want to see and they want to see their parents involved in the school system. That can be have a big impact. And improved communication, that's going to build our trust and create better learning environments for the students. And we need to be a team, so all stakeholders need to have those same goals in mind. So during those different meetings we have and all that communication, we need to make sure that our goals are right there in front, our vision and missions right there in front, so that way we're all on the same page and working to the same goal. So what am I thinking, feeling, valuing? So there's definitely frustration. No matter who you are, I think in this situation, there's going to be some of that. Why hasn't the issue been resolved? Why are parents not involved? Were they involved in the past? Why is our communication so poor? But I would say there's also excitement. Mrs. Rose has the ability here to have a really big impact in her first year. So she's identified this problem already, and if she strategizes right and really attacks this, she can have a really big impact on the students, the staff, and the community, and they're going to see it. So I think I would see this as a big opportunity to really get my feet wet in this school that I'm new in. I'm inspired, so this is going to give Mrs. Rose an avenue to build those relationships because there's going to be a lot of communication that's going to happen to resolve this, and so she's going to be able to build really strong relationships. We're also a little bit overwhelmed, I would say, because if you don't have support, it's going to be a tough situation to handle alone. No matter who you are, new or not new, you're going to need people around you to help. Unresolved issues. So, how do we get more parent involvement and better meeting attendance? How do we build a more collaborative team? What avenues of communication are we going to use? Um, Investigate prior strategies used, what worked, what didn't. That's success versus unsuccessful. Those are some of the issues that are need to get resolved that are not yet. How do I collaborate with families and community members to contribute? So again, we're going to hold those monthly parent community meetings. We're going to discuss events, help needed, fundraising, athletics. We want to keep everybody really informed, especially about the positives. Um, right as we're getting going, we don't want to bring people in that are just coming in. They're new to the parent involvement and give them negative information. So we got to stay positive and be open minded to their ideas. We're going to promote school events throughout the community. We're going to put up event calendars at businesses. We're going to post it on our website and stuff like that. We can have a community golf outing. We can have cake auctions or other auctions. I would definitely send out quarterly newsletters to really give detailed information and sections from each administrator talking about what's happening in the school. And I would stream a live feed on our school website of events and happenings. Just a bunch of different avenues and ways to communicate. How did I respond to the diverse needs and interests of the community? So first, I involved the community by inviting them to those monthly parent meetings and the board meetings and ask them to give input. Don't wait for it. Okay, let's get them involved purposely. And then we're going to facilitate community events so we can do things like back to school, homecoming, senior nights, community service projects. There are tons of ideas out there for stuff like that. We're going to get feedback from all faculty about student family needs and ways to build our relationships. How did I mobilize community resources to address and help solve problems in a way that supports the school? We reached out to those local businesses. Okay, that's a big one. Get out there and get those local businesses involved. We gained feedback from all stakeholders to enhance that atmosphere and build those relationships. We're talking about integrating different communication paths, not only between the school and community, but between the staff and the staff, and the staff and the parents, and the staff and the students, all of it. And we're reaching out to supportive parents, so like those 8 that showed up, push them out. Let's get them to rally the troops around us. Okay, so use those supportive people. Those are all very important things. Then I have my standards. Those will get put up. My reflection, which will also get put up. That's my case study. Thanks for watching.